I don't even know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm confused.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome back to another video podcast. This is Misa.
And this is Yuka.
And welcome to the
Misa Yuka podcast.
We're two sisters living in Tokyo. We were born in the States. And on this podcast, we just talk about really random things that we relate to each week. And we hope you relate to as well. Okay, what is today's topic, Yuka?
Today's topic is about aging.
Aging. Not like just aging, but like how your brain ages.
Right.
And how we have kind of been like feeling that way lately.
When did you start feeling it?
Like recently.
Really?
Yeah.
I started feeling when I turned 25.
Really? So
yeah.
I just turned 28. Oh my god. I'm like I've been really actually kind of how do you say, like, I've been kind of like not concerned about my age, but kind of like don't want to talk about how I am in the late 20s now. Because like, okay, since like the beginning of birth, I've been thinking that my life ends at age 30.
What, do you live in the ancient times?
I don't know, but like I've always thought like you have to do everything by age 30.
Okay.
And that's why, like, when I was like, oh my god, I'm, like, hitting my... No, even, like, when I was 27, I was, like, still, like, oh, I'm getting older or something. And then when I hit, like, 20, I'm like, oh, I'm getting older. But at the same time, yeah, so I was kind of, like, I'm definitely the type of person who has been very concerned about aging.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to age. I'm like a living Peter Pan.
Why did you not want to age?
I feel like I've always like thought like, oh, like the older you get, the less youth you have, which is true.
It's true.
It's true. Like, and I love being like, I really have this energy. Like this very young energy, I think. And when I see like older women have like young energy, I'm like, sometimes I'm like, ooh, maybe like they don't really like the energy doesn't fit their age anymore, right? And so I was really scared that I would not be able to have that like youthful like, or like be able to do like kind of kid-like things when I'm older, because it doesn't fit your age,
right?
You know. And so I was, like, always scared about that. I was like, I always want to be goofy. Like, I always want to, like, be the, like, goofball, like, the class clown.
Forever?
Yeah, forever. Like,
your Insta handle should be called Class Clown. That's really catchy.
Yeah, I've, like, always wanted to be, like, just the class. Like, I just want to be... I also, like, when you're older, like, you have a lot more responsibilities.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, like, marriage, and if you marry, you might have a family, and if you're, like, if you have to also be financially responsible, and you also have to have a career, like, you have to have a lot of things lined up and, like, be kind of, like, settled.
Right.
Right? And I'm definitely not settled, and I'm kind of scared to settle.
You have so many years ahead to settle. You're gonna probably live until you're 80.
No, 100.
If you're living until 100, then you have, what, like 70 more years to go?
Yeah, but at the same time, like, the youthful time is, like, the best time, I've been thinking. Like, now I'm, like, reading and, like, listening to a lot of different things that say, like, 30s and 40s are your best times. Because 20s, like, literally, like, when I, like, my early 20s, like, I didn't know what I was doing. It's so stressful.
I think 20s is, like, super stressful.
Because everything is so confusing.
It's confusing. I don't even know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm confused.
No, I've been confused for a long time.
Yeah.
I think I'm like one of those babies who was like not ready to like like live on this planet, but like was forced to kind of live and then has been confused ever since.
Yeah, it's very confusing. And you know how in the job descriptions it says like you need 5+ years of experience to get this entry job? Some job descriptions say that. And I think before I used to be like, that's like so unfortunate. But I think that's kind of true. In your 20s, you should experience a lot of different things and just have 5 years of experience of like doing a part-time job or something and turn that into your full-time job. So I think now those job descriptions are correct, if that makes sense.
Like you would rather have like the part-time job experience. I think like
not like the part-time job experience.
Like,
I'm saying like an experience that allows you to do many different things.
Okay. I feel like the Japanese companies might be a fit for you because it allows you to do many different things.
No, like not like being committed to a company.
Okay.
Okay, but that's a different topic.
Yeah, that's a different topic. But yeah, what were we talking about?
Youth.
Oh yeah, youth. But yeah. Yeah, so I've been kind of like scared. Of aging. But at the same time, so I want to talk about like but my brain has like evolved.
How has it evolved?
Wait, you have evolved, right?
Yeah,
your brain,
I have
you
evolved.
feel it, right?
Yeah, I feel it.
I feel like now I like the stuff that I used to think. I don't know how to explain this. Like you just feel like older, like not older, but like maybe wiser.
Oh.
Or you just don't do the stuff that you used to do when you were in college or in high school.
Yeah.
Actually, like, I didn't really do this college-y stuff in college either.
I feel like, for me, it's more about loving myself more.
Oh, okay. Like, as you're aging?
As I'm aging, taking care of myself, prioritizing myself, being more at peace with myself. And that brings me calmness. Even though I'm already calm, it brings me more
you find
calmness.
Yourself calm, right?
I do.
Whenever I say you're a really calm person to Yuka, I feel like you always get offended.
I know, because I feel like at the same time, you don't know my funky side.
I do.
Am I funky?
You're not as funky. Like, you're not, like, really funky all the time, but you have your funky sides.
Yeah.
Actually, you don't really show the funky side to me.
Yeah, it's because you're too busy being funky.
Yeah, because I can't really stop myself.
Yeah.
Expressing myself all the time. Yeah, because I'm, like, talking nonstop at home. Anyways, so you feel it.
Yeah, I feel it.
How do you feel? Like, how is your brain?
My brain?
Uh-huh.
Well, like I said, I'm prioritizing myself, what I like to do. And I guess I'm not really, like, kind of, I don't know. It's like not really prioritizing what other people say about you. Like, you kind of, like, have, like, this core inner self, if that makes sense.
Wow, that is, like, the opposite of me.
Oh, what is your type of aging?
So, like, for me, so it was just, like, recently, too. Like, I've been kind of feeling sad that, like, my brain doesn't work, like, how it used to. Like, before, I would, like, vlog about mac and cheese. And I would, like, make a song out of mac and cheese.
You can't do that?
I mean, like, I can, but, like, or maybe sometimes, like, I don't really care about some of the stuff I do online. And I just had this, like, period. Now, like, actually starting from today, I am more open. But, like...
What does that even mean?
I don't know, like, I just feel more open with social media and stuff. But, like, just, like, the past few, like, maybe month or so, like, I've been feeling like, I feel like I've been kind of caring about what people think of me online or something. Yeah, like, if I post this, like, oh, someone will watch this, you know? And they'll think of this, like, if...
So you think that more now?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I've noticed that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know why, though.
I feel like the trigger was mother.
Mother?
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
I think when mother said that you couldn't marry and she was concerned about you not getting married, that's when some, like, switch, like, turned on.
Yeah, so I haven't been like talking to my mom for the past 3 weeks, which is so crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since like middle of June.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like hitting middle of July. I used to call my mom every single day.
Yeah.
And kind of like, but I felt like that was kind of like a codependence
Mm-hmm.
to get like approval all the time. But I think it's like a childhood trauma thing. I don't know. Is it like a trauma? Oh my god. But yeah, I think so too. Like I used to not really care about a lot of the stuff. And it's a lot better with like social media. Like if you kind of stop caring about what people really think, it's a lot easier to post stuff. But like when you start caring about what people would think, it's really hard. And it's like, and like as I'm getting older now, like I kind of like feel like maybe I can't act like I am 20.
Really?
Yeah, which is like I kind of wanted to, and so I was like feeling sad. I was like maybe like I should kind of like be like my age, like more act my age, you know?
You can do whatever.
I know, and I totally know that. Like I know I can do whatever. Like I want to be that like 30, 80-year-old, like 40-year-old, like doing like a lot of things on social media, like fun things, right? And I think that's like really inspiring to see, and I think that's like really fun, and I think people like it, right? But me, like as I have this little childhood brain, like aging, like I feel like my brain and my body and my mind is like kind of like in a mismatch right now. And I think what needs to happen is like I need to accept myself, you know, like as who I am. Like I am kind of goofy at this age, right?
Right.
And I'm like okay with it. Like, let's see, you know. But it's like I think like it has been kind of hard for me. Yeah, maybe it's because of mother. I have no idea, but
I feel like that triggered it a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's what I've been like
before
feeling.
that, you never thought about that. You were always like, let's make mac and cheese. Let's do this. Let's do that.
Yeah.
No.
It's because you're like also not at home anymore because you're like working. So I'm like, where do I have fun? Like, who do I have fun with? Yuka. We always have fun with Yuka. I mean, I love like my friends and stuff, but like I think like sisterhood is like really, it's like you get along on a different level.
Yeah.
Because like we just like kind of, our like brains are really similar. Our personalities are really different, but our like brains and like how we feel are really similar.
The same.
Yeah, so we don't have like mismatches.
Yeah.
And if we do, we just tell each other.
Yeah.
You know?
We get hurt.
Yeah, we get hurt for like a couple of hours, and then we don't even talk it out. We forget. Actually, I forget. Yeah.
That's true.
But yeah, so like that's how I've been like feeling lately, and that's why I feel like a little bit disconnected at the same time.
To yourself?
Yeah, and to like my audience and stuff, like on Instagram and like YouTube. Yeah, I feel like really disconnected. Like I'm not like showing the full self, you know?
Really?
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Like your last YouTube video, it looked like you were showing your 100% self.
Really? That is like 20%.
Really? That must be really difficult.
Why?
Like, only showing your 20%.
Yeah, it is. It's so difficult.
It must be difficult.
So, like, this year, like, since it's July, like, my goal is to be able to, like, kind of cope with this aging thing of my brain. And then kind of, like, be able to be okay with it and be able to, like, fully express myself on the internet.
That's a very good goal to have.
Because I think that's really helpful for me. Because, like, for me and everyone, like you guys, right? So, and then, like, I feel like I can do that on this podcast because like we're still like a growing channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we have this like really tight community who always like listens to our podcast, and I feel really connected because I can like kind of like tell everything to you guys, but yeah, it's like really hard on like the YouTube, the Japanese one. Yeah, because like I don't know, like as I'm like getting older, like I'm also being considerate about all the people who are watching, you know? But like no one cares, right?
Right.
Like no one cares about your weird video or channel. But like I still feel like, oh, I need to be like this.
Really?
Yeah, or like since I do like English stuff on Instagram, I'm like, oh, I need to be able to, you know, like deliver good content about English phrases or something like that.
Right. Well, that makes sense. 'Cause
Yeah.
you need to be credible.
Right.
In that area.
Right. And I want to, so I do that. But yeah, I've been like kind of like, oh, and then so yesterday, or no, the 2 nights ago, I was like feeling so anxious that I was like not open about myself, or like I wasn't really accepting myself. So I took a video.
Okay.
And then I ranted on this camera for like 40 minutes straight.
Okay.
And then just like just pretending that I'm like just talking to like my YouTube channel audience on my Japanese channel. And it felt so good.
Oh, so maybe that's your new thing.
Maybe that's my new thing, like that maybe like I just talk about my feelings and all, like but it's also like kind of toxic to talk about feelings.
At 3 a.m. Maybe at 3 a.m. it's toxic.
Really?
At 3 a.m.
Or like
yeah.
posting stuff like about how you feel. I don't know.
How is that toxic?
I don't know.
I don't think that's toxic.
Okay, that's...
I think that's what people actually want to see. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's real.
It's real, right? But social media is fake.
But you're providing real content, which provides value.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. See, Yuka is my therapist.
I know. 16 minutes of talking and yeah.
But it's okay, don't worry. Like, I am her therapist as well.
Right? Right. My coach. My life coach.
Yeah. So
my 20s.
This is how, like, sisterhood works. We, like, coach and, like, therapy each other. Each other?
Yeah, we therapy each other.
But yeah, so I feel better now, but that's how I've been like feeling with my like brain. But I also like heard Emma Chamberlain, you know, like the YouTuber girl. She was saying that like she doesn't vlog as much anymore because, and like all the content that she used to do, now that she's like what, 20 something, 22 or something, like her brain just works differently.
She's like more than 22.
Oh,
right?
really?
I thought she was like
23.
Older than me.
No, she's younger than you.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
But yeah, like she just like she also said that like her brain doesn't feel like her brain doesn't just like work that way, and so she just like feels more comfortable doing podcasts and like just share about her thoughts because her brain is getting older and it's getting like wiser, and so like all the stuff that she's talking about, it's also about like what to do in your 20s or like personal development things, and it's like more philosophical, right? So she also said that like her brain is like working differently. Yeah, so I was like, oh, maybe this is it, like your brain starts working differently. Yeah, I guess when you're young you don't really like care much, and you're just like, oh, let's do this, blah blah blah, and then you just do it.
That's really like helpful when you're young. I don't know. I feel like that energy is still really helpful in your like mid 20s, late 20s.
I think so too.
You need to bring that energy back.
Yeah, so
somehow.
So I want to bring the energy back, so I'll be more open. Yeah. Like I want to be. Like I think like that's what fits me. Like I don't think like that image of like me being like a quiet girl like fits me too well. Like it just like doesn't fit me that well. Like the mature lady, like that doesn't really fit me. So I kind of want to be like that spontaneous person.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like everyone has their own colors.
Yeah, I'm more like a. I didn't know that like unicorns and rainbows like resemble like LGBT because I love unicorns and like on the internet it said like I'm a unicorn. They're like, oh, you're like LGBT, but I'm not. But I am. I feel like I'm a unicorn.
Yeah.
Like with like rainbows and like butterflies.
I feel like I'm a butterfly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone said I'm like a butterfly. I guess I'll be a butterfly too.
I'm a blue butterfly.
Oh wow, I'm a colorful one.
I'm a blue and orange butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and some pink.
Okay. Okay. Very good.
Thank you.
I think that's really good. Well, anyways, like, I don't know if you guys are. I feel like a lot of the people who are listening to our podcast are, like, kind of our age. And so if you, like, ever related to this, like, DM me. Please DM me. Like, I actually, like, I reply to them. And they're really helpful in making content for this. And, yeah, or, like, please comment if you are, if you do relate to us in any kind of way.
Right.
She doesn't care anymore. Okay. Thank you so much for listening until the very end. We are slowly but surely growing our channel. We just hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is so cool. And we have like an average of like 5,000 downloads on the Spotify.
Wow.
Thing, which is so cool, right?
Yeah.
So that's like with the YouTube and like Spotify, it's like 7K or almost maybe like that like 10K range, which is so cool. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are having a great day
And a great life.
and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.